like I say, they've done other programs to help these people that are either upside down, behind, or struggling. And if somebody's struggling to make their mortgage payment, is it really going to make that big a difference to lower their payment a couple of $100? We have proven it won't make that, or it hasn't made that big a difference. Ken?
No, what they really need is jobs, job
that's
security.
Right, that's right.
You know, one of the things about the tax credit, it is a artificial stimulation, and one of the things it really does, as Mark mentioned last weekend, is it steals buyers from the future, and that's part of the problem that we saw with the reduction. Mark's his statistics last week were saying that in the lower price ranges, we've seen 20-30% drop in sales year over year from last year. And I've seen that a lot in the price points that I've been selling at in that lower price point. And I do see that the stimulus did work, but it actually stole buyers from these months now. So we just definitely need the low interest rates to go ahead and take effect. I don't understand where there's a lot of news about the fact that real estate is kind of fumbling along, but when you have rates at 4.25% or lower, in fact, it was something you triggered me. VA was Texas Vet was what 3 point.
It was 3.99, and then if you just had 30% disability, you would get 0.5% off that. 3.49% on a 30-year fixed rate. I mean, it's off the charts. We did a guy the other day at 4% with no points and one origination on a 30-year fixed. You know, we're real careful about talking about interest rates on the air because nowadays everybody's situation is a little bit different. There are little ticks up or little discount point hits for credit scores and down payments and if you had a second lien and that sort of thing, but they're generally in that same range. The week I was doing that guy for 4%, I was in one of the big banks doing, I think I railed on this when I was out of town last week, and they had their big placard up there in the lobby, and it was 5%. And she said, well, it depends on if it was a purchase or refi. I said, it doesn't depend on if it's a purchase or a refi. It might depend on a few other things, but it's not a whole point discrepancy. So shop around, find the best lender, find a lender that has experience, and find a realtor that has experience. Our guest today, Kenn Renner, I've known him for years. He's a real estate expert. He's a speaker. I've gone to Kenn with him to do seminars in California. He's closed over $200 million in real estate and is ranked among the top real estate brokers in Central Texas. He works out of the Keller Williams office in Lake Travis. He's been on our show many times, and he has been on HGTV, the House Hunter show. He's an author. He's just written a book, First Time Home Buying Secrets Revealed. It is a great book, and you can pick it up where? At Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon.com, or you can go to firsttimehomebuying.secrets.com. And you can buy it there. It's a very reasonable price. It's $12.95. Once again, you can pick it up on Amazon.com as well. And it will be, we'll actually be giving away these books at our open house that's going to be held from 2 to 6 later on today.
Oh, great.
Out at the D.R. Horton Model Home in Pioneer Crossing.
Where's that?
That's just off of Palmer Lane and Dessau.
Oh, that's a good area.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great time. We're going to be giving away these books because, you know, one of the things that I really wrote this book was for encouraging. And number one was dispelling a lot of the media mania that we've been running into. The second thing was to really bring in the fact that you need trusted advisors.
Yeah.
The whole industry has lost
credibility,
trust in both real estate and lending and all this and all. And the media mania, the news hasn't really helped. But you know, I've known you for so many years, and we've talked about this stuff. We first saw what was going to happen in the mortgage market many years ago.
We did
talking on the radio.
You could
about
probably
this.
pull up the archive tapes from 6 or 7 years ago.